What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another REFSIX reviews. Now, this is where we get a lot of questions from you guys, the viewers, about what kind of stuff that you want us to look at. So one of the things that gets requested a lot is kit bags. A lot of people, especially at the professional game and as you go higher up the leagues, have these suitcases, and you would have seen our review of the Nike suitcase, the Nike Roller Departure. And if you haven't seen that, check that out here. So what we're looking at today is the Castore bag. Now, before I dive into this, I think it's very important to say that I have paid for this out of my own money, out of my own refereeing fees, and it's something that I've been looking to get into myself as well. The whole Nike Roller bag is Hassan's bag, and I've always been intrigued about it. So I bought myself a different one, which is from Castore. Now, Castore is a sort of new and upcoming brand, so let's dive straight into it. So this is the bag itself. Retailing at roughly £80. I bought this straight off the Castore website. There aren't too many sort of companies out there that do a bag this size. You either get the massive like 100-litre bags or the tiny suitcases like Nike one. Let's open it. Let's start with the basics things. One, all-terrain wheels. It's fantastic for when I'm walking in some of the grounds where it's bobbly, it's grassy, it's wet, it's muddy. It's not going to ruin my bag. The second thing is there are two soft handles, so I can carry it up the stairs at two different angles. One, I can hold it laterally, or two, I can hold it vertically. And the third one is obviously a nice handle at the back. So that keeps everything, you know, in terms of transportation-wise, amazing. It's really good to use. Like I said, it's like this, you can see this like waterproof covering as well. And I've used this a couple of times already. You can see it's got some basic wear and tear, but generally it's holding up really nicely. What I like about this is I have a zip here, and in this zip here, I'll go through what I carry in a kit bag as well. I've got my hydro tabs, as well as I've got a battery pack with an Apple Watch charger as well, so I'm always prepared. Let's open it up and show you the sort of space in here. So straight away, what can we see? Two big compartments, and it doesn't look too full. So what I'd like to do here is you can see this sort of mesh area, and it's got a zip off here. So if we take these out, which are my buzzer flags, so it can fit my buzzer flags in it, and then we've got two very distinct compartments. So in this compartment here, I will carry the stuff that I don't want to get dirty and wet. So my crime sheets, my towel, my warm-up stuff, I've got it lovely, neatly laid out here. So I've got my warm-up stuff on the right-hand side. What I found when I was having like a hold-all is I was throwing everything in and not knowing where everything was in terms of my box of tricks was at the bottom. I had to turf everything out to get everything back in, and it was just a nightmare. And at the end, I was just shoving everything back in. It was a mess. So that's what I keep on the left-hand side in terms of kit. The kit itself, if anyone hasn't seen what we pack in our kit bag, check out the video here. So there's quite a lot of kit on just this left-hand side. Obviously, on a Sunday League game, a bag this big probably isn't necessary. You don't need it that much. But if you're looking to progress, a bag this big, it almost becomes a necessity because you end up picking up a hell of a lot of kit. Now,
onto the right side, the side I call the practical side.
This stuff is what I will be using, basically my tools for the day. So I've got my kit and my tools. Like I said, buzzer flags fit nicely in here and then get folded on top. So there's no like trying to ram them in. And that's the one thing I think that has a massive positive over the Nike bag. The Nike bag, you have to take your flags out of the box and then put them in, which is fine. But with this, I can put my buzzer flags in my bag and carry it. So I'm not carrying two bags into the ground. It's all one bag. And nice boots, very important. I've got big feet as well, so I need a big bag. So these fit in really nicely. I'd usually carry two pairs of boots as well. So these, again, look how much space I've got in here. It's unbelievable. I think the reason I like these bags, like majorly, is because everything is in front of me that I can see. Yeah, I can come into the ground, I can open up my life basically and be like, okay, I need this, and this. I know I've got two of everything. I know I've got spares. And this means that I can be hot on everything and be organised, because the last thing you want to do is like, oh, I haven't got my boots, and me turfing out things, or I haven't got a top and turfing out things. I now know that I've got everything in front of me, as well as this thing like folds back over and then slides under my changing room bench. So in terms of kit wise, it's great. Value for money, spot on. You know, I'm really happy with it. And like I said, I bought this with my own money, and I love it, really. I've always wanted the Nike one and been sort of worried about You know, do I want to spend £145 on the Nike one and I spent 80 on this? You know, it's multi-purpose as well. I can't take it on holiday, but you know, if I'm going to conferences in England or away with work, you know, this is the perfect size bag. So that has been the review of the Castore bag, something that I think is an amazing bag. I think it's slightly better than the Nike bag, just for the simple reason for it's a little bit bigger, which is what I like because it's got enables me to have more kit in it, and it is just a little bit more practical, I think. It's easy to roll, it's easy to pack, it's got the compartments that I need to separate my kit, so I would definitely recommend it, and it's a lot cheaper. You know, coming in at £80, it's a lot cheaper than the Nike bag by about £65. And for me, that's a massive difference. I think the quality is just as good. It's waterproof. You know, all these benefits for me just tick all the boxes of why it's slightly better than Nike. And everybody knows me, I'm a massive Nike fanboy. But that's enough of the bag. Let us know in the comments what you guys would like us to review next. If there's anything that you want us to cover or talk over, let us know down in the comments. But thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you at the next REFSIX reviews.